Woo! It is 43 degrees out right now on this wonderful Friday morning. February 23rd. It is February 23rd. I did not say the other thing that I said a couple seconds ago. I said the 23rd. Yeah. We're off to a rough start already right now. And also, this car is taking the slowest backing out and turning method I think I've ever seen in my almost years of experience of driving. A decade experience of driving. And they're also driving very suspiciously to the point where I think they might be on their phone right now. Huh. But on that note, yes, I have not been very consistent with the gym for this past new year per se. It is almost March, and I think I can count how many times I've been to the gym, not on one hand, but maybe on 3 hands. Is that right? I need to go back and look through the dates real quick and see how many times I actually did go to the gym this year. But it's not looking that great, but I mean, there is no but. I just got to be more consistent. Yeah, I think I got a little bit burnt out. Again, these are just excuses for the time being. The only thing I can do to actually make sure that I don't do it again is just to go into the gym more often. That's it. Gotta wake up earlier. Gotta finish my work earlier. Gotta eat earlier. Well, technically not gonna eat earlier, but that's kind of true to some extent because there are times where I don't want to go to the gym because if I just ate, and I like going to the gym at around 11 or 10 a.m., right? And if I ate my breakfast at around 9:30 and only having 30 minutes to basically digest and go work out, it does not feel that great, especially if I had a pretty filling breakfast. So could be an excuse, could actually be logical, but I didn't go immediately after that time because I was like, I'm feeling too full. If I go work out right now, I'll explode. So I would wait an hour or two, and then that would postpone me going to the gym. And sometimes I would go, sometimes I wouldn't, because then I go, oh, it's too late now, it's going to be too busy. And then all these thoughts just started flooding my mind, and then whoop-de-doo, I would make an excuse every single time I think about going to the gym, going, oh, it's too late, oh, I'm too full, oh, I'm too busy, oh, I don't have enough work done yet, oh, I have to do this, I have plans at this time, so that means if I go to the gym I have to rush when I get home. All these things added up when I could have just got in my car, hit record, get myself to the gym for the 10 minute commute that it takes me to get there, do my little 2-hour workout, sometimes even less depending on what day or what body part I'm working on that day, and just get it over with. And I know I shouldn't just think of the gym as something I just gotta get over with, because then I'm forcing myself to just do something I don't want to do. Also, I've driven by my bank so many times for the past 2 weeks, and I still have forgot to make the deposit. I need to make a deposit. What day is today? Friday? And the banks don't open on Saturday and Sunday, at least this one doesn't. So I must attend the bank. Alright, the person driving in front of me is giving me the heebie-jeebies. Ooh, a nice Type R on... Wasn't Volks. Was not Volk TE37s. It was should I even call them reps? It's from a different other company. It's from another company that has very similar look to the TE37s, but people don't consider them reps because they're considered a nice wheel company. Enough about the car talk, though, while I'm doing the car talk. What's the day today? Chest, shoulders, usually the side, the lateral head of the deltoid, and some abs. And it has been an entire week since my last venturing off into the gym where I hit legs, and my hamstrings were sore for about 4 days, which I like to think that I did a really good, or maybe I shouldn't say really good, a sufficient amount of hamstring stimulating growth sets during that time I went last Friday, because it's been a while since my hamstrings were that sore that entire time. I remember just bending over to pick stuff up, and like it didn't feel like my hamstrings were gonna blow up or something, but feeling that tension, feeling that soreness, that tenderness that I always make note of was definitely an interesting feeling, to say the least. Whew. I have made my turn, and I have made it just... Is my water bottle leaking? Okay, no, it's not. Wait. Water bottle is not leaking. Let's go! But yeah, I don't know what kind of chest exercise I want to do today. Like, I've been feeling a little bit conflicted recently, where the more videos I watch about chest, I sometimes think, am I doing too many exercises? And I know maybe this isn't the case for everybody. Maybe I need the extra volume to actually stimulate growth because I don't have the perfect, exercise, the perfect form and everything like that. But there are some things I've been seeing recently where people are saying the chest is a very easily damageable muscle, and it needs ample recovery time. So less sets that that really push it to the limit, right? With no more fake intensity, really getting those reps out. No reps left in reserve. RIR. I don't know why I just randomly thought about this, but why is tartar sauce pronounced tartar instead of tartar? If in Star Wars the character is called Jar Jar, not Jar Jar, why is it called tartar sauce? Not like... And I don't know why I just randomly thought of this when I said RIR for RIR for reps in reserve, but I just brushed up on my mind for a second real quick while... Why is it called tartar sauce? And why is it spelled TAR when that should be called tartar sauce? Because again, I know I said it already, and I know this, I'm using an example of a fictional character from a movie series of Jar Jar. But if that's called Jar Jar, tartar sauce should be called tartar. And if tartar sauce is called tartar sauce, then it should not be spelled like that. Just like, whoa, that car's got a weird looking turn signal. Ooh, that's a funny looking tow car. I'm seeing a lot of interesting things already. But going right back to the gym thing real quick, let's think about, I don't know if I want to do Smith machine, barbell, or dumbbell for my chest exercises and they will all be on an incline, just because I feel it a lot more. Could I be doing something that is more efficient? Maybe a flat bench would benefit me more, maybe, but I just like how incline feels, so I am more inclined to actually do incline because I just find it more enjoyable. That is quite literally my only reasoning and methodology for why I picked it out. Also, it's starting to slowly warm up in the car now after being quite a brisk of 43 degrees, and I'm wearing shorts right now because what was it? I couldn't find my long gym pants today. Because I have this brown pair that I know I've washed, and I know that they're clean, but I haven't seen them, so maybe another family member accidentally took them into their wardrobe thinking it was theirs. But 30 minutes of cardio, gosh darn. Okay, that's one thing I missed too. The less consistent I am with the gym, I lied to myself. I remember there were times where I'm just like, all right, if I'm too sore to lift, I'm still gonna go to the gym and do cardio so that I can at least do cardio every day. Yeah, that was a big fat lie that I told myself, because I haven't done a single day of only cardio ever. I think I did it one time last year, I think around like September. But ever since that, I have never done it once, and I am not ashamed to admit it that I lied. So, and the thing too is I don't want to just keep saying, oh, I'll do it eventually, but I'm gonna have to say that again because I know I'll do it eventually, but we're in a little bit of a rough patch. Not anything severe or anything. I'm just lazy. That's it. My rough patch right now is I'm just lazy, and I find Escape from Tarkov extremely addicting right now. So I will say, I think I made the most consistent gains, or not consistent gains per se. Just I had the most consistent gym activity when I didn't play video games for the longest time. So this kind of makes me think, like, is it still possible for me to... I know it's possible to balance it out. I've just been focusing one on the other and thinking I can't balance it out. So instead of saying I can't do it, I can just find ways where I can make it work. You know, I can go to the gym a little bit earlier. I can eat a little bit earlier. I can finish my, things I need to do before I game earlier so that I have, even just an extra hour or two to game at the end of the day. And I think I can make it work if I just really put my heart into it. But at the same time, it's a little bit conflicting at times because sometimes when I game, I go to bed late. And then when I go to bed late, I wake up late. And then when I wake up late, I feel less inclined to go to the gym because then I have to go to during the busy hours. And then I'm just overthinking it. I need to get to bed early, wake up early, go to the gym early, finish my work early. That means I can game early and still go to bed early. That's it. That's all I needed to do. I'm going to park to make sure. Oh, I'm over the line a little bit. Whoop. All right. It might be almost March, but new year, new me. Before every set, I have to imagine myself in a Seattle Supervillain to fight the Red Ranger.
I saw him and his broken arm. I saw them in the highway. Oh, really? It's also even harder when it's easier when it's lighter, which is hard. I need to stop talking. Make sure the bar is even. Huh? Oh. I'm gonna need help on this one. Yeah. Oh my god.
and push. That's good.
Oh my god. Position 5. Alright, we're ready for liftoff. Yeah, I'm done with chest. Whew. Oh. A little bit of, should I even call it an unorthodox day today? I just didn't really record a lot of my sets because I was hit with the joyous wonder of discovery and having a grand old time with a pal. And sometimes you kind of forget about other things such as recording your set when you're just having a grand old time, having the wondrous joy of discovery of joy. I'm yapping too much right now if I'm being honest. But yeah, I didn't record any of my shoulder sets, I think, and I didn't record any of my ab sets, but I did in total today. I didn't even record all my chest sets actually, because I think I did 6 sets of chest today, where I did 2 sets of dips, 2 sets of incline bench, 1 set of high to low cable flies, and 1 set of pec deck, for a total of 6 sets. And today's unorthodox method today was adding dips into the chest rotation, where I usually only do dips for triceps, but after some suggestion from my good old pal to do dips, I think I'm gonna start adding dips into the chest rotation. Actually, they felt tremendous. They felt extremely nice. And it's also nice to have a movement that I'm familiar with, because I've done dips before, right? Like, I mean, that's been like go-to routine movement for my tricep days, and I enjoy doing that because they feel really nice. But even just tinkering with the form a little bit feels so much more differently than versus just doing them for tricep orientation. Because when I try to do tricep, I try to be like as straight and parallel with the machine as possible, so I just go up and down. But when I try to do them a little bit more chest oriented, I need to look back at the footage again, but I like to think I was leaning forward a little bit more, because I definitely felt so much more in my chest when I normally don't feel it in my chest at all when I do dips. So it's always crazy just how a little bit of form adjustment can work out an entirely different part of your body and still get a good enough workout out of it. That is amazing to think about. Like, I really do think one of the nicest things about exercise, especially in lifting or in a bodybuilding context, is that you have so much variation that you can play around with, that you can find things that fit your body better and then find things that you probably find more entertaining. Okay, also this guy just rushed off right next to me when there's zero reason to. So again, did he wrong me in any way? No, but does it still feel weird that he just decided to just step on the gas when... What did you accomplish? What did you accomplish by doing that? Like, is he trying to act cool that he's got a Like that he stepped on the gas pedal a little bit and he got a little bit further ahead than me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater. Oh, this is my light. I think I can catch it. Also, what a beautiful day today. It's a wee bit foggy and I couldn't go for the light. Damn. I thought I could make it, but I couldn't. It was one of those yellows where if I really floored it, I could have maybe made it, but it's just one of those yellows where I just got nervous thinking, what if it turns red and I just get T-boned while I'm on the way over there, which is an unlikely encounter, but it's one of those things where I'd rather be safe than sorry. But I do feel kind of bad if the car behind me thought I was going to go for the light, because I thought I was going to go for the light, but I ended up not going for it. So hopefully the car behind me isn't too angry. They don't have any, they're not flipping. Oh, there's a Husky leaning out of that car. I don't know if you can see it from the angle, especially with this blocking the way, but let me get rid of gym base on real quick, actually. Let's toss that right here. Yeah, so I'm in the process of building a new computer. I've ordered all my parts now. And you might be wondering too, why are you in the process of building a new computer? It's because my current computer is slowly dying. My monitor has some issues with it, and I also think my GPU is starting to, I think I looked up the term because I think my friend Jeff told me about it. It's starting to artifact, or it's artifacting, because there's some weird things going on the monitor itself and from the GPU doing the artifacting thing, because I see lines, and my monitor itself in combination with the GPU slowly dying, I'm assuming. It makes all my games and just looking at the monitor in general look like an old retro like CRT TV, if you know what I'm talking about. Like it has those lines, which is kind of cool. Like some things I've been watching on YouTube and it looks extremely funny because it looks like I'm watching like a retrofied, filtered over version of it now. And I'm starting to think that all the things that I've been using, I've gotten a decent amount of time and usage out of them. So I think it's time to start replacing them. And I think one of them is definitely going to be the old tripod, the tried and true tripod that I've been using for the past couple months. Because the part that has the phone mount on it is definitely becoming a little bit wobbly. A lot of things snapped off of it that keep it secure. And I know I mentioned it a couple times before, but I think I can maybe find a piece that just attaches to the top and just replace that. Because I do like this tripod in itself too, because I'm just comfortable with it, I'm used to it. Or maybe I could get an even better tripod and see if that makes things easier or not. But like there, we're having a little bit of an extended car talk because I have a school bus right in front of me, so I'm in stopping every single time where it flashes its blinking red lights. Because did you guys know it is unlawful to pass when red lights flash? I always like that line. Lines that go hard. But to tinker back into the computer thing, I have ordered all my parts and my CPU arrived yesterday, and I believe my case is arriving today, and I should be getting my motherboard and power supply on Saturday, and I think my fans and CPU cooler should be coming next Thursday. So it's all kind of spaced out a little bit. I was kind of hoping that I could buy everything off Amazon and they all show up on the same day, because you know, you get a little bit impatient when you're excited about something, right? But, oh, and also, new monitors, gosh darn it. One thing I'm a little bit scared about is that the game that I always talk about, and the game that I really enjoy currently right now, is old Escape from Tarkov. Some people have a love-hate relationship with it. I kind of do with the game too, but it's kind of like not really like an actual love-hate. There are just some days where I just get beat down in that game where I just don't want to play the game. So you know what I do? I don't play the game, because if I am not getting joy from playing a video game that I should be getting joy from, why keep forcing it when I could just take a little break from it? Like the game's still going to be there if I take a day break from it, or even just take a couple hours break off from it. And another thing that I do think is cool about Tarkov is the idea that there is like a main character that you play, like your character that you level up, you kit out, and you customize. But if you're getting your ass beat a little bit too much on your main character, just go scavving, which is still plenty fun in its own way because it feels like a different game. It's a lot more casual, it's a lot more chill. And it really fulfills that power fantasy of me wanting to become a loot goblin. Because there's so many times where I play as a PMC on Escape from Tarkov, and I start going like, oh, if I loot that, I might die. But as a scav, I just loot everything I see, because if I die, what did I lose? A little bit of time, and that's it. I don't have to invest any. Instead of losing time and the in-game, like, you know, how should I say, like the in-game money, time, and effort for when you die as a PMC. Dying as a scav, all you really lost is time, which I know time is valuable too, but I still feel like it's like an enjoyable experience even if I die as a scav. Like, I'll be a little bit salty at first, like, oh, I had so much loot on me, but then I'm like, lost nothing though, right? And the reason I am scared is that one of the maps that I want to run is called Streets of Tarkov. How funny it's called Streets of Tarkov on a game called Escape from Tarkov, right? Apparently is very badly optimized that even people with, pretty strong rigs and computers have a hard time running it just optimally without, trying to get actual smooth frames from it. So I am mildly worried that if I do get my new computer and I do build it and I do boot it up and I don't break anything, that I'm going to boot up my first round of that map and that it's still not going to run that well, which I'll be very, very sad about. But I'll still have a new computer, which means I can play all the other games that I wasn't able to run that well a lot better now. I'm really excited to see how Cyberpunk's going to look on my new rig, because I always thought Cyberpunk looked beautiful. Like, I still haven't gotten too into the game yet. I know there's like a huge update that they did the past couple months to make the game basically overhauled, and I want to like relearn and redo Cyberpunk now because I think I'll enjoy it a lot more. Because I was not a big fan of the Cyberpunk combat. It just didn't feel that good to me because I don't know what it is. I just really don't like games where it shows damage numbers like while you're playing. I just don't know what it is. Maybe I could probably just turn it off too, but never liked that. That's why I always really like the Souls games, because like when I do damage, or I guess in a way I've been liking games with minimal HUD. I really enjoy games with minimal HUD, and Tarkov is one of them too, because maybe it's the immersion. Maybe I like immersive games with minimal HUD. Maybe that's just something I just realized, that I like minimal HUD and I like the immersion that I get from games. And that's how I choose games from now on, because I'm really excited to play Cyberpunk. And maybe I can tinker it to be a little bit more immersive for me personally. Maybe have a little bit less HUD, do builds that are... Okay, I always have to have a little chuckle whenever I see Fiats with an exhaust system on it. Because when you hear what sounds like a muscle car just roaring by you, and you look over and it's a tiny little red jelly bean just driving by, always brings a smile to my eye, or smile to my face. I'm not able to speak that well, it seems. I'm also excited to stream again once I get my new PC, because another issue that I know for sure that my GPU is slowly dying is when I try to record clips on like the built-in NVIDIA software, all the clips are corrupted, which I'm very sad about, because like the past couple of days I've been kind of on and off playing Tarkov. Not too much though, because again, like it kind of hurts to look at the monitor for too long when I have, especially while I'm gaming with the lines across my screen. So I've been trying to limit it to like maybe like an hour or two at maximum per day. Or at least per sitting, if that makes sense. I don't want to sit on the computer for too long and stare like that, especially for gaming. But I'm excited. When did I built my PC, I believe in 2016. So it served me a good 8 years. And technically speaking, it's not fully broken yet either. But there is a part of me, that is the first PC I ever built. And in a way, the first PC for me in a way. Ooh, that's a cool car. That was too low, you couldn't see it. So I really didn't want to replace it. I kept thinking like, this PC is indestructible. I'm going to be able to play on this PC for 10 more years. And I was a little bit overzealous in thinking that, and a little bit prideful thinking I could pull that off. But again, it's not even a rest in peace for that computer, because maybe I can find like a used graphics card, replace it, and just give that computer to like my cousins and see if they want to play like Minecraft or something on it like that. Because I'm pretty sure the CPU, motherboard, and everything else other than the GPU all work perfectly fine. And even the GPU too, it's still working right now. It just has issues, which I'm worried that since it has issues currently, that it's going to be, oh, you dumbass. Maybe I am a road rager. I hate this turn because, okay, I'm going to sound like a little bit of like, I'm actually, and like, sound like the kids that narc on everything, but this is a solid double yellow line, and people still choose to cross it illegally to get into the turning lane illegally and inconvenience people like me that just want to turn normally, because I was minding my own business, getting into the turning lane. This guy slithered out. He also paused in oncoming traffic for a little bit because the guy in front of him wasn't letting him in as soon as he wanted to. Maybe the road to recovery in life, the road to being happier, is to road rage less. Because I feel like I do mauled a little bit. If you guys don't know what maulding is, that means mad and balding. Which I am not losing hair when I road rage, but it's just, I just like saying that word. It just rolls off the tongue. Mauled, mauled, mauled. But yeah. Chest, I feel like my chest is going to be extremely sore tomorrow. There are two, what I assume to be middle school girls, walking in the middle of the road with no sidewalk. I don't know if I really advise for that, because I like to think that's a little bit dangerous, especially if I see cars oncoming right now. So I hope they find some safer areas to walk in, because I don't know if I would consider that to be a very safe walking area. Oh man, even just setting my arms down right now, my shoulders and chest they're sore right now. I think I'm gonna sleep real well. Actually, I already slept well today, so it's kind of funny to say I'm going to sleep well when I already slept well. But maybe I'll sleep even better now. So, and I know I talk about it, and now it's become like a running joke. I always talk about pooping, but now the idea of being regular and pooping consistently, I think is definitely a blessing. Because why am I even saying that? I pooped this morning, and after I eat my post-workout meal, I'll probably poop again after that too. And then another thing of like a reminder of to be regular, or be mindful of things that are routine. I want to get back into a maybe I shouldn't call it strict. Maybe I should call it strict. I want to get back into a strict sleeping schedule again, where if it's bedtime, I get off the computer and I jump right into bed. Preferably that I already have my teeth flossed and brushed, and just get into bed every day at that certain time, unless it's like some sort of extra special event, like somebody's birthday and we go out. Maybe that can have a little cheat day here and there, but I want to at least strive for having, at minimum, 3 to 4 strict sleeping schedule days for the week. Maybe that'll be my goal starting from now on. Then I'm going to go to bed. But it's so hard, though, because there are times where you just think, oh, if I just had an hour of extra time, I could play a little bit more. If I just had an hour extra time, I can watch another YouTube video. I can watch a movie. But being consistent is hard. So I just gotta push myself to do it. I gotta attempt it. I gotta try for it. Gosh darn it. Ooh, what is this car doing right over here? Go over here. Turn over here. Whoop-de-doo. It seems my cousins have made it back home from their school. Oh wow, it is very late actually. It is almost 3 o'clock right now. I did not realize I spent so long at the gym. But on that note, I don't think there will be a pump check today, unfortunately. If John's watching this video, he'll probably be very disappointed to hear that, but I'm just so tired and I gotta eat. I'm so hungry right now. On that note, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. It definitely seems to be a beautiful day for me right now, so maybe I'll force myself to go on a walk later after my meal. Maybe even like a 5-minute walk. Maybe I'll do that, listen to music while I do that. So have a beautiful day. Thank you. Peace.